This is the party caucus, where all the party members try to get on the same page prior to the public debate that will happen on the floor. The party caucus is a private meeting. There are no microphones or cameras allowed. The majority party can amend bills at this stage so that the bill debated on the floor may look different than the bill debated in the committee. The minority party might generate amendments to propose, but they cannot simply amend the bill in the party caucus. After the party caucus, the bill is debated by the full legislature on the floor of the House or Senate. This is referred to as the Committee of the Whole, or COW. Once debate has ended, there is a final third reading of the bill. This is necessary because the bill may have been amended after it was marked up by the committee, either by the Rules Committee, the Party Caucus, or as a result of floor debate. This reading is for the public record. After the third reading, a final vote is called for, and the lawmakers vote yes or no on the bill.
Another great way people can convey their policy ideas is to come down to the legislature. All of our hearings are open to the public as well as our floor sessions. People can have a chance to see it, how it actually happens down here, and see how things unfold. We have information desks in both the House and the Senate where you can go and ask questions and get an idea of what's happening that day. People can visit the House and the Senate, and both chambers have an information desk where you can go and research agendas, ask questions, request to speak, and they can assist with that. And that's another big thing, is coming down and registering to request to speak. And you can leave your comments for the record. That's a really big way to convey your feelings on a piece of legislation.
If the bill is passed by a majority, it is then passed over to the other branch of the legislature, where it is put in the hopper and goes through the entire process again. If the bill survives and it is passed by the other branch, it then goes to a conference committee. Once a bill has gone through the committee and rules and amendment processes of both houses, it is unlikely that the two bills will be identical. The conference committee is an opportunity for representatives from both houses to discuss their respective bills and find a way to synthesize them into one comprehensive bill. There is often quite a bit of negotiation that occurs at this stage, since the politicians in the two different houses often have very different agendas. The agreed upon language for the conference bill is voted on. Like any other committee, if a majority votes yes, the bill survives. If a majority of the committee members votes no, the bill would die at this point, even though both houses had voted for it earlier. Once the conference committee passes the bill, it has to go back to both houses for a new floor vote. This is because the conference committee bill is probably not identical to the bill passed in either the House or the Senate. It is a new bill. Both houses need to approve a bill before it can become a law, so this is why they have to vote on the conference committee bill. Usually, no amendments are allowed at this stage because if one of the two houses amended the conference bill, it would become yet another new bill and would have to go through another conference committee. The conference vote is usually a simple yes, no, up, down vote. If the conference committee bill is approved by both houses, then the bill is sent to the governor's office for signature. If the governor does not like the bill, the governor can veto it, sending it back to the legislature. The legislature can override the governor's veto with a supermajority. Supermajorities are hard to come by, though, so the governor's veto usually stands. Once the governor signs the bill, it becomes law 90 days after the legislative session ends, unless it is emergency legislation. Emergency legislation requires a 2/3 vote in both houses, but takes effect immediately after the governor signs it. When the bill becomes a law, the ASRs is modified. This acronym stands for Arizona State Revised Statutes. ASRS is the law of the land, and that is how a bill becomes a law.
Told you it wouldn't take long.